Hello, sixth graders, and welcome to Unit 3, Lesson 5. Today we're going to talk about how to analyze an essay for structure and developing an outline for writing. These get broken down a little more in our learning targets. So the first word, let's talk about these words. Analyze means to take a close look at and try and interpret. And then we have the structure. So the structure of an essay is like how it's set up. Think of the structure of your house is like the walls of where the living room is, where the bathroom is, where the kitchen is. What is in your house and how it's set up is the structure. The content is all of the information that we're including. So we want to look at what types of information we want to include in our essay, and then the structure is like how many paragraphs and where that information is going to go. Okay, about the importance of reading every day. And then we're going to use all of that information and you're going to make an outline for your essay to inform, which is the exciting part, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is look at a model essay and look for those structure pieces, okay? At the top, just like with a graph, it should have a title. And the title, just like with a graph, should be meaningful to what your essay is going to be about. It should tell you what it's about. There's no reason to make it a mystery. So the essay title here says, The Importance of Reading Every Day. Now I know what to expect when I start reading. And then it starts with something kind of interesting. It starts with a quote. All right, the quote says, The ability to read well gives a person access to all of the knowledge already discovered by others. Why do you think they might start with a quote? It's a hook, okay? So it wants to try and hook or grab you into the essay so you want to keep reading more. For your essay, you're going to want either to start with like a quick little story or a saying or maybe a quote, something interesting that will draw your audience in. All right, now we get to our first formal paragraph, which is always an introduction. What other things are we going to expect to find in this introduction? Well, let's see what's included. One of the best ways to learn to read well is to read every day. And there are many lifelong benefits that come with reading every day. We just made a claim right there, or the author just made a claim. They are saying that you need to read every day. That's their rule. So in the introduction, you state your rule. Reading helps you out of trouble, contributes to high achievement in life, and provides freedom. This is the three things that they're going to use, okay, to prove their rule, basically. It's the why I should believe your rule. Okay, so let's take our first one, and I'm gonna highlight it red. And then I went and I highlighted contributes to high achievement in life, blue, and provides freedom, green. So these are our three topics that are going to explain why we should believe their rule of reading every day. And then it ends the paragraph by saying, reading every day is a rule we should all live by, and it is essential for a life that thrives. Connecting it to another idea like thrives gives you a good way to go with your conclusion. Now we get to our first body paragraph, and this is going to answer the question how for our first subtopic, okay, of reading keeps you out of trouble. So I said reading keeps you out of trouble. How? Well, there are many negative consequences that result when a person does not read well. How? Students who do not read at grade level by third grade are 4 times more likely to leave school without a diploma when compared to students who read well. And then they say where they got this information right here in parentheses. So back up. That was one piece of evidence that answers the how. Now I've got reading keeps you out of trouble, and I'm going to say how again. Here's another piece of evidence. In addition, the Coalition for Juvenile Justice reported that 82% of prisoners are high school dropouts, and a very high proportion of them cannot read. Okay, reading keeps you out of trouble. How? To avoid these serious consequences, it is important that all students learn to read and read every day. So you can see here that evidence right here is being presented that answers how my topic is a good reason to believe my rule. See how they're all related? So this body paragraph also has a little bit of an introduction and conclusion on what the paragraph is going to be about. Now my second body paragraph is going to do the same thing for my second topic, which is contributes to high achievement. How does reading every day contribute to high achievement? Well, reading helps you achieve more through a larger vocabulary. Students who read often and who read a wide variety of topics are higher achievers in school and at work than those who do not. And then it tells you where it's from. Okay, maybe I want to know, again, how does reading every day help you achieve? Reading introduces you to words that we might not hear or use in our daily lives. It also helps you to write well. Possessing a strong vocabulary allows you to use the perfect word to express what you are thinking and feeling. When you develop a larger vocabulary from reading every day, you will achieve more in school and work. Okay, now I know how reading every day helps you achieve more. Now we go to our third paragraph. Our third paragraph is going to be about providing freedom. Okay, one of the most significant benefits to reading every day is that reading gives you freedom of mind. So this is answering, how does it give you freedom? To read is to think critically. Critical thinking is a powerful tool. Slaves who learn to read use their reading skills to escape and find freedom. Okay, we're explaining the how, and we've got more evidence here. And then we get to the conclusion. The conclusion says, in life, we all have rules that we live by. These rules express our values and guide our words and actions. Reading every day is a rule to help you thrive in life. It restates what their rule is, and it helps you stay out of trouble, achieve more, and be free. It restates all three of the subtopics. So I am challenging each of you to go home, kick up your feet, and open a book tonight. You may find that reading every day becomes a rule to live by. Becomes a rule to live your life by. Okay, ta-da. So let's take a look at the model outline for this essay. This is what was there. All right, they had a hook, which was a quote from Abraham Lincoln. Then in the introduction, they listed their rule. Right? Then they made two statements that reading every day helps us thrive, and they showed us the supporting topics and listed what they were. In their supporting topic A, or their first body paragraph, which was there are consequences for not reading, they gave 3 pieces of supporting evidence. In their outline, you write what those evidence pieces are. And they should explain the how to your topic. Same thing with B, same thing with C. Okay? And it's okay if there's more than 3 pieces of evidence. The conclusion just restates the claim, it restates the subtopics, and then it makes a connection to kind of end well. All right, you guys are ready to get started, I am sure. Go to the classroom and open the assignment, My Rule Essay Outline. That's what it's called. That's going to open up a sample outline that I made for you in your own name, so you don't have to worry about messing it up for the rest of the class. Then you're going to fill it in. You're going to write your rule, and then you're going to determine the 3 supporting topics in your researcher's notebook that best support their rule. So that is the things you already did yesterday. You're going to write down what those 3 supporting topics are. These are the 3 biggest reasons to live by your rule. Give each topic its own color. Then you're going to ask a how question to figure out the supporting evidence from your research you want to include. So you'll go through your research packet and color the evidence you found with the subtopic it relates to, and then you'll write it all into your outline. That is what you should be working on, okay? So I should see you with that outline document open, with your research packet there, with 3 different colored pencils, so that way I know that you're looking for what evidence supports your topics. Go ahead and get to work.